a pretty cozy little shelter. I'll tell you what, that is a beautiful view. Oh, this smells so good. A beautiful chicken mango curry. Oh, that was good. A couple key features that are really important to keeping you warm. First off, you don't want your sleeping area to be the lowest point in the shelter. The cold air tends to collect at the bottom. Another thing is you want to make sure your snow shelter has lots of corners. You don't want to allow the wind to blow straight into your snow shelter. Additionally, when you do have a corner, make a little extra room so when the wind comes down, it goes past the door instead of being funneled into the door. Likewise, on this end, I've got two entrances so that if the wind blows crosswise, the wind continues through the shelter instead of getting funneled down into the shelter. But I'm going to get a chance to really test this shelter out. It's supposed to be a pretty good snowstorm tonight. We'll see what happens. Looks like I had some soot on my face. The snow here is really soft. Hopefully it'll freeze really good tonight. Then my stairs won't fall apart. The type and quality of the snow really affects how much energy it takes to build one of these shelters. This was really easy stuff to work with, so things went really fast. I moved a lot of snow in just 4 hours. The inside of this shelter is about 5 feet wide, and the roof is a little bit over 6 feet tall. So the very back of the shelter to the mouth is 11 feet. I had to move about 230 cubic feet of snow to excavate this part of the shelter. So at the bottom of the entrance to the top of the snow berm, it's a little over 10 feet deep. But the original surface of the snow was about 8.5 feet deep. The distance from here at the top of the stairs to the back of that wall is about 17 feet. Plus there's this little bit I excavated right here. So my rough estimate is that I had to move about 423 cubic feet of snow to build this shelter. A little over 15.5 cubic yards. That's the max capacity of a commercial dump truck. I earned my hot chocolate tonight. If you're a bit claustrophobic, it can make it hard to sleep at night knowing that the roof is slowly sagging over your face. Steel cut oatmeal and sliced Spam for breakfast. All right, the steel cut oatmeal is so good. Got some butter in there, brown sugar, raisins, a little hot Spam to go with it. It's not bad at all. All right, well, I'm gonna clean this place up and then we're gonna go explore outside. We got a lot of snow out there. A little snowstorm up here. It is really snowing. All of this fresh snow is gonna make the avalanche danger go through the roof. Luckily, we're not in any avalanche zones, so we'll be okay. Above the ceiling right here, the snow's pretty thick, but yesterday I could see light shining through in that corner of the cave, which means there's less than 2 feet of snow between the ceiling and the surface of the snow. You can kind of see what I mean right here. There's this blue color. That's light shining through the snow right here. You can see that's about 2 feet of snow. So I'm really curious to see whether this roof can stand up to 200 pounds of me jumping up and down on it. I couldn't feel any movement. Yeah, I mean, it looks perfectly fine from here. Well, this one hasn't collapsed yet, but all snow caves collapse eventually. All right, I think it's time to get out of here. Oh, that's beautiful. My circle is too small. Had so much trouble getting this tent up. There's almost a 3-foot elevation difference from this side to this side. I had to do some funky stuff to get it to work. Time to make some food. Got some beef bouillon cubes, a little bit of salt. I got these little lamb T-bones here and they're already seasoned. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the bone out and cut off the grizzle, put that in the pot first. I'm gonna have some herbal tea here. Oh, that herbal tea hits the spot. Sounds like the wind's starting to kick up a little bit. Occasionally snow's getting blown off the trees and landing on the tent. It's nice and cozy in here. I got my stew going. Got a bunch of peanuts. Food always cooks slowly on a hot tent stove, but I'm in no hurry. Well, the lamb fat is rendering up nicely, so I just added some sweet potatoes and some tomatoes to the stew. We're gonna add a couple bay leaves. I've got some nutmeg and fennel seed we're gonna put in there as well. Got a little white vinegar. All right, we're gonna let that simmer. I just got a weather alert on my phone. It's supposed to be a blizzard warning tonight. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be a lot of snow. We're gonna go ahead and add the lamb meat at this point. Add some carrots and loads of onions. Spice things up with some jalapenos. Hey, does it smell like burning feathers in here? Yeah, it does. Reaching for a piece of wood and I brushed against the stove. Ugh. That's the big downside of these hot tents. You're in a very confined space with a very hot item. Stuff gets burned all the time. Soup's getting close to done, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my garlic. And I'm gonna throw in green onions. All right, just put a little cilantro and basil in there. A beautiful lamb stew. A little savory, a little sweet, a little bit spicy. It's good. Well, that was pretty good. That turned out really nice. Time for a little dessert. Ooh. Oh, got a little cherry pie for dessert. Warm pie on a cold day. That was good. Gotta go do some dishes. I attract animals. Animals are not a problem here. There's no animals in these woods. The reason why? The snow's too deep. This deep snow is hard to walk in. It buries all the food. Any animals that aren't hibernating, they're down in the valley, not up here in the mountains. I walked for almost an hour in this snow and never saw a single animal print. And that's why you don't have to worry about animals winter camping in this deep snow. Well guys, that right there was the Hurricane train. It's a whistle-stop train run by the Alaska Railroad, and it's just dropped me off in the middle of nowhere here in the interior of Alaska. And that's what they do. You simply tell them which mile marker you want to get off at, and they stop and let you off. And if you need to get picked up, you just wander out on the tracks and you flag them down like flagging down a taxi. This train only runs twice a week, but I'm not planning on flagging it down. I've got something else in mind. But first, I need to get my snowshoes on. In a few minutes, I'm going to leave this railroad and I'm going to start hiking that way. I've got no trail and at least one set of mountains to go over, but I'm going to try to hike my way back to civilization. And for the next couple nights, I'm going to be making my own shelter. Then I'm just wallowing in the snow trying to go uphill. But this is a big make or break moment for this trip. If I can't get up this bench, I've got to come up with a plan B. We're gonna try to hit this at an angle. It just wants to pull me right off the hill. This is so much time and energy just to get this little distance. Just sinking. Your foot sinks down and then you've got to lift your foot all the way up here just to get to the next step. I made it to the top of this little knoll, but that's by no means the top of the hill. Because once I get to the top of this bench, I'm going to have to do it at least one more time. All right, it is getting cold. I need to start finding some firewood. Whoa, that feels good. My gloves are soaked. I'll dry these things out. Now that's doing the trick. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully that'll keep my water bottles from freezing. Yeah, my blood's not pumping quite as hard as it was, and the air's getting colder. Oh, it feels good to sit down. I think my next order of business is get some dinner ready. Well, I'm melting some snow for my dinner, but that's going to take a little while, so I'm going to have some little snacks. Cheese, crackers, and salami here. Got a feral pig salami from Texas. Nice cheese, wild boar salami, and a Ritz cracker. Wow. Ooh, got this nice blueberry Wensleydale. This is good stuff. Also got some dried figs here. All right. I got some instant curry and rice cooking up, and I'm looking forward to that. Now that I got dinner in me, I need to do something about my bed. The ground here is really lumpy. There's about a 5-6 inch dip right there, and then there's like a 10-12 inch dip right there. son of a gun. Oh, that stupid thing popped it. We'll find out how good of a job I did tonight. Hopefully this will hold air, because if not, it's going to be a really miserable night. All right, moment of truth. Well, it's been about 30 minutes and my ugly patch job seems to be holding air. Enough air that I think we can give it a go. Well, it's nice and level.